So Jeremy's unique in that he writes and performs. If you know, like a lot of your favorite comedians, actually, you'd be surprised they don't write much of their stuff. But he does both. So anyway, tell me about the process of writing a skit.
I mean, it starts with just the idea of like...
Which you just kind of get randomly, like just around with your kids or whatever.
I know one sketch that I wrote. I like to look at the news and see what, and there was a thing celebrating a very famed crime scene photographer. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, that would be a funny sketch to write. Like, what if a crime scene photographer kind of took over like a wedding photographer does and like kind of arranges everything and stuff like that and interfering with the investigation and stuff. So, I mean, that's one sketch that I wrote that came up with like the news or something happens to you or, you working through things. I remember, so my wife got hit by a car in 2010 by a guy on heroin. And I was done with school at that point, and my two best friends and I decided to make some, YouTube sketches to form a little sketch comedy troupe of the three of us called the Angel Merkerker. Mm-hmm. And all the sketches that I wrote during that time were heavily influenced by Dario Argento films and just the feeling of despair and anger that I felt.
No, that's so random and senseless. Yeah.
And so, that's where, comedy can be therapeutic as well. You can get some ideas out and stuff. But at the guy's sentencing, he got off, I used the phrase that the judge used.
What did he say?
He's a good kid who just made a bad mistake. And I was
hitting my wife and permanently changing her.
Which, he did make a mistake. He didn't intend that.
Yeah. But nobody intends to do that.
And he's probably not a bad kid. Well, he wasn't a kid. So
how old was he?
He was an adult. He was like 23 or something like that. Regardless.
All those ads I see about don't drive on heroin.
Yeah.
Remember, kids, don't drive on heroin.
Yeah. Well, I think, maybe we need more of those.
No, it'd be hilarious because they just assume you won't. But maybe we need to be informed.
Well, it's like any sign on anything that you're like, that's weird. It's because somebody did it.
Yeah.
You're like, don't feed the animals, which I guess that's probably not a great example because that's a common thing. But I don't know the most absurd sign I've ever seen, but, rules of like, please don't place your hands in the bottom of the exhaust pipes, Yeah.
It's
like, okay.
Someone at one point has done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all that is to say that I think comedy has been really beneficial to me to help like make sense of the world and to get my feelings out and move past, sad moments.
No, it's true. And I do think that's one of the main things about comedy.
I don't know if that necessarily answered your question. The question was, how do you write?
No, how do you process? No, that's it. No, I think that's a big part of what art does. I mean, that's for me. Like, I remember I did a comedic short film that got into a whole bunch of festivals, and I had broken up with my girlfriend.
And a balloon one with Alex Curie.
Oh, yeah. That's the one. Tolerance. Yeah. Anyway, it was like the beginning of that skit was, I was like, I'm going to do a skit where he only talks with postcards because me and my girlfriend, we only talked through emails when we were breaking up. And I was like, and my brother who was like assisting me with it, he's like, no, that's dumb. I'm like, nope, we're going to do it. And it worked out.
And sometimes, you're going to have naysayers and stuff because they don't see the vision or whatever you have. And maybe you are like, maybe your vision's not great, because sometimes that's true too.
Yeah.
But it's finding that balance of, do we listen to somebody talking us out of something that they don't understand what we're trying to go for?
Yeah.
Or do we just try to get it in a place where it is like more presentable and stuff and be like, this is what I'm talking about. And then get people to be like, oh, I understand now,
No, it's true. Well, also I think it's partially having the skill. I mean, I do think there's like, what is it? Artist therapy. I mean, you see movies like this in the independent film world or something where it's like, whoa, that guy... Breakups are a big one, coincidentally.
Yeah.
But like you watch Tolerance, you don't get, oh, this is about a breakup. But it is. The whole movie's about a breakup. But it's funny. But like having the maturity to like not just to kind of like have it in there and inform it, but not have it be everything. And also not like forcing the audience to deal with your problems because they don't want to deal with your problems.
Yeah.
But it can kind of help you with the structure and connect things for it. But yeah.
Art and comedy.
Yeah. In fact, so like Tolerance is about a guy trying to win the love of a girl, and he ends up liking her, and they talk through postcards. I mean, it's really quite simple. And but yeah, there you have it. But that was the beginning.
Did that play at Slam Dance? Or
yeah, I played at Slam. I played in tons of film festivals. It got into Slam Dance, and I didn't realize this was unique because it was my first movie I'd ever done. It played at Slam Dance.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, no, it's huge. It's an Academy Award nominating festival. The guy who played right before me, I saw him at the Academy Awards. And anyway, so he was like, I was like, oh my goodness, I sat next to that guy and his film screened right before me. So yeah, if you get an Academy Award nominating festival, like it's huge. Again, it was my first movie. But then after I got in, it got into like 100 other film festivals.
Dude, film festivals are
it was great because people go to those festivals to program their other festivals. And it just had in fact, I even showed it at a film festival just a couple of years ago. Like someone emailed me.
Oh, really?
Said,
like
hey,
years
can I
later?
show this? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Because that's from like 2005.
Yeah, ages ago, 20 years ago. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, go ahead and show it. So anyway, yeah, I think like particularly with comedy, it's, an art is like not just being like a therapy session, a public therapy session, like having the skill with the medium to kind of make it work more for the audience.